Yeah, every night, man. It's like, okay.
Have you seen Moment of Contact?
No.
Ooh, you need to watch that.
Moment of Contact.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a documentary about a UFO crash in Brazil, in Varginha, Brazil, in 1996, and the whole town saw it. All these witnesses in the town saw the things, saw the things in the sky, and one of them, it was a lightning storm, like a terrible lightning storm, and one of them crashed, and these people found whatever the thing was and two bodies, and one of them was alive. And they picked the one that was injured, and they took it in a car to several different hospitals. This is all documented, that they took this body. And the guy who was carrying the body died of a serious bacterial infection that they could not cure. They didn't know what the fuck it was. Young, healthy guy, the guy handling the alien body.
God, ooh.
He died within like 2 weeks. They didn't know what the fuck. There's all this documentation on the disease, the progression of the disease, how they couldn't stop it. They didn't know what it was. Some crazy bacterial infection that he got. And they think he got it from that alien. Now, is that true? I don't know. I wasn't there. But goddamn, I want it to be true.
Now, this is a documentary?
Yeah,
or
it's
this
a great documentary.
Oh.
It's on Netflix. Or it's on Apple. I think it's on everything. Is it on everything? Moment of Contact. It's definitely, I think it's on Apple TV. It's fucking
What
great.
kind of footage did they have?
Well, they don't have any footage. That's the problem. They have eyewitness accounts. They know that the U.S. Air Force landed one of their large cargo jets in Brazil, in Varginha, and supposedly left with the wreckage. But they know that they came in. They were called in.
It's definitely on Amazon to rent or buy.
Yeah.
So it's on iTunes also. It's a few places. I
That's
think
a
I
few
found where you
places.
could find it for free, but
What's crazy is they bring this cop back to the spot where the crash was, where they first saw the crash, and the guy hadn't been there in forever. And the dude just starts crying. He just starts weeping. And I'm like, if this guy is an actor, he needs a fucking Academy Award.
Get him an
Because
award.
this moment where he's overwhelmed, where he's talking about the experience of seeing this thing there and knowing that it's from somewhere else, and seeing these things, these little tiny things with big eyes staring at him. And these girls, there's 3 girls that were like very young at the time. They were sisters, and they were playing outside, and they saw this thing, and they said the thing was like trying to communicate with them, tell them to help it. And they were freaked out, and they all had the exact same story. Everybody who saw them said the exact same thing, what they looked like these weird things with tiny things with big eyes. I don't know if it's true, man, but I want it to be true. That's the problem. I want it all to be true.
That guy's passion, though, the way he tells the story, you could tell either, like you said, he's either a great actor or he's reliving it.
Maybe it's a mass psychosis. Maybe they were all on mushrooms. Maybe. Or maybe he's telling the truth, which would be fucking insane. And if there really are things that can visit us, and the question would always be like, would their vehicles would crash? Wouldn't they be past crashing now? Wouldn't they be beyond that in technology? Not necessarily, because here's the thing. If you think about like where the technological level that human beings are at right now, like in a first world country, and then you go to the Amazon and you have the indigenous hunter-gatherer tribes who still live the old way, they're there too at the same time in 2023. So just because there's aliens out there doesn't mean they're all the same level of advancement. There might be an alien out there that's 1,000 years ahead of us, just 1,000. And every now and then they get hit by lightning, just like everybody does. You can't predict it. And they make their way through, and they might have landed, they might have ported back to wherever the fuck the lightning storm was and didn't understand it was going to happen, and got fucked up and crash landed in a backyard in Brazil. It might have happened.
What always gets me is that the technology on like spacecraft never matches the body. Like it's always something that's like all these different like right now there's that video that they're showing something in the backyard that's hiding, and this thing looks it almost looks ape-like. So there's nothing that it's not.
I don't know about that video. What is this video?
But I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about, right?
But I know what you're talking about.
It's fake as fuck, right?
They were saying it was the UFO from the Vegas
They were saying
thing,
this the
but,
Vegas
they
thing.
just took the
But
911 audio and put it over top of another video. And
you never see the body or whatever match whatever the technology is as far as the craft.
Well, the most compelling story does, and that's the Bob Lazar story. And Bob Lazar is a guy who is a propulsions expert. He says he was hired to work in Vegas, back engineering in Nevada, in the desert area S4, where they were back engineering an alien craft.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it was designed for tiny things, like something that was like 3 feet tall. You had to crouch inside of it. And he said everything was impossibly smooth, like it was like melted wax. Like there was no seams. There was no the way it was constructed. Whatever the metal was some.
It looked like it was one piece.
Yes, and it was some metal that they just do not understand it. And they had a reactor, and then this reactor created some sort of an anti-gravity wave that allowed this thing to move. And this reactor was based on an element that wasn't on the periodic table yet, element 115. And these people, these beings, supposedly have a stable version of this element. And in this reactor, it allows them to violate all of our understanding of propulsion systems and use some sort of gravity-based propulsion. I want to believe it. That's the problem. Sounds awesome. I want to believe all of it. I don't even want to question it for a second. I don't want to believe there's any lies. Oh, yeah, that looks fake as fuck.
I still know where it's from. It's got to be from somewhere, but...
What is that? That looks so weird, dude.
Like a monkey, right?
Yeah, that looks like some sort of a Bigfoot
Like a
thing.
primate.
It said it's 8 feet tall. Bigfoot from space, bro. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, so what is it? Are they small little Martians, or are they like big, giant, avatar-looking things?
Supposedly, there's 2 different kinds.
What do they call them? The grays, the greens, the...
Yeah, they call them the grays and the tall whites. And the tall whites almost look Scandinavian. They have, like, white hair, and they have their ears are, like, flat against their head, and their eyes are, like, twice as large as ours. But why am I saying that? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Somebody said it, so I repeated it. But, the problem is then you start looking for that. So say if you're tripping on mushrooms, you might manifest like a gray talking to you because like from Close Encounters of the Third Kind, you expect that's what the alien's going to look like. So maybe it shows itself to you in that form because that's how you can handle it.
The what do you call it? What's the other one? The shapeshifters?
Mm-hmm. And then there's the Men in Black, right? They come visit you and fucking erase your brain. What are you doing?
Oh.
I thought you were fucking...
Yeah, I was waiting. I was like, he's going to pull something cool up right now.
The way you leaned back, I thought you were going to bring up something.
No, I
was like, here it comes.
Scratching my head.
Oh,
Erased
okay.
his brain out.
Yeah, I think we were both like, ah.
I hope aliens are real. I really do. And I hope that the fairy tale is that they're going to protect us from blowing ourselves up. That's the fairy tale. That would be the best case scenario. That what they're doing here is that they're here to monitor our nuclear power and our nuclear weapons and make sure we don't launch them at each other.